Let's talk about the inspector. The inspector on the left side of the body is opened and closed using the letter I. What else would you expect by now? Like that. And one thing to maybe get used to in Bitwig Studio is sometimes panels do not open directly if you click their letter on the keyboard, because sometimes that first click is needed to shift the focus on that particular panel. Like now, the focus is on the inspector. If I tap I again, it'll close. Now, if a panel is closed, it works the other way around. If there is focus on a clip, hitting the I, in this case for the inspector, will always open the inspector right away. So, the inspector. The inspector panel shows us a lot of information about the object that we have currently selected, be it a track or a clip. The inspector does not care about devices. So it's tracks or clips or more than one clip. If I go to the top of the inspector, it says I have now 3 clips selected. Works for tracks too. If I select 2 tracks, this is shown in the inspector. It does not show a lot of parameters if you select multiple objects, because usually these parameters all differ across every track and clip, right? Let's go ahead and look at the track inspector first. At the top, we get an option to name and color the track. It's on auto now, meaning that the track will be named after the instrument that we put on there. So if I choose this FM4 synth from the browser and drop it into the arrange so that a new track is created, this track will be named FM4. Right? So that is auto name. I can, however, of course, change the name of the track right here, like FM synth. I could also do it from the contextual menu, the right-click menu, whatever suits your workflow. And the next thing, the coloring, I can also do in 2 places, in the contextual menu or in the inspector. Coloring works as follows. If I choose to select a yellow color for the track now, this will also be the color of the clips that end up there. And it goes one step further. If I change the color now, the color of the clip goes with it. See? One thing, if you ask me, that is missing at the moment is the auto naming of the clips themselves. See, the tracks are named automatically, but the clips are not named. And for your own overview, it's very handy to have your clips named. At the moment, it's only possible to do that from within the inspector, not in the right-click menu. So what else is on there? The pitch band range for your track. You can set that right from here. So you don't need to go to your instrument to set that. Next up, the device chain again. And of course, you can add new devices right in the inspector. And you see it being added right here. And again, the device chain is the same as everywhere else. If I close up the device panel, add an EQ, and if I double click it, I get right to that EQ. There's a lot of room in the device chain, as you can see, because you can add a lot of devices. Below that, the send amounts for each effect track. And what's handy is that we get to choose whether these sends are pre or post fader. So you can set that per send. Essentially, this is just the entire channel strip, because below this we get the in and out routings again, and the fader, and the meters. And that can be handy because sometimes you don't want to go to the mixer to set a level. You just want to do it straight from your arrange. So that's the track inspector. The clip inspector gives us a little more info, and we're going to look at that right now.